What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we're going to be jumping into this setup right here. Some Demon Bell energy feed, something you don't normally see us running, and we're going to see what we can get done. Now, I want to make sure 2299, yeah, I think he's the fastest. Ooh, no, you're a little too fast there, Queen. We need to slow you back down. There we go. We want him to be fastest to get his active off first and then recharge his energy because we're still going up against this lineup right here. I do actually still want to run Betty in this team as well. However, I think we're going to stick to... Actually, I'm going to go with his core. Hyperspace on our Ilamox. Let's see how this actually turns out. Oh, I forgot to move. I was going to move our Aspen to the back lineup facing the bottom Valkyrie. That way we have chances, like less chances of CCing enemies. Because that's kind of bursting us down, as you guys see. We really wanted to get like a round 2 active on our Vulcan, but I think if we add Betty to the lineup, this is just going to go really south first. So here's what we're going to try. We're going to jump in here. We're not going to be running Betty at all. I want to put you right here. And I think that'll be good, maybe. Although he doesn't have a Demon Bell on him. Let's see though, because now the only CC that should be going out is really just the Aspen, but I don't know if Aspen can get to a round 2 active is the problem. He didn't CC the Valkyrie, which is actually really good. Because the less CC we put out, the better. Yes, we're going to have to deal with like more attacks and everything, which, oh, that really does shred through the Aspen. It feels so bad. I don't think we can survive through all of this, especially since we just CC'd right there. Oh, I feel like we almost had it the other day. Like, we were really close. I probably need to go back and see what our lineup looked like right there. I feel like Aspen was just like a juggernaut going all out offensive. But I don't think this team is going to be able to survive. Yeah, there's just way too much burn damage going out. That's the big problem with having Lord of Fear Aspen with a melodic strings. We could try running him with a different artifact and have him go slower in the lineup so he does get fed energy just like Vulcan is, which that is another valid option. What we could do is we could run both of them with anti-ranger artifacts. We talked about this a little while ago, but having the correct anti-class artifact is actually very powerful. So maybe we'll try that out. And then slowing them down to be one of the slowest on the team. Granted, the Demon Bells are very squishy. We do have a round 2 Vulcan active though, and this could be gigantic. I mean, we did damage to like the flame strikes, but that's not really what we're worried about here. And then the burn damage just goes boom. Goodbye. Okay, so let's make a couple adjustments. Let's actually see if we have any of those anti-ranger class artifacts at our disposal right now. Don't know if we do. We'll find out. First and foremost, though, let's slow you way down. Although that is a very hard task. Actually, that's kind of impossible to do. What we have to do is we have to speed everybody else up to be beyond him at this point. So we need to go past 2300, essentially. Doesn't matter for you, though. We need to go past 2300. There we go. I think that's possible on all these heroes. Maybe not you. Yep, it looks like we can do that. So, actually, it doesn't matter what we're doing on her. The big one's probably you, but we only need like 3 Demon Bells, so it should be fine the way we're running this. So, let's take a look at something. What type of orange artifacts are we sitting on? That is the key here. We have, look at that, anti-ranger right out of the gate. We have one of them. So we're going to go ahead and try this strategy out. It's not something we do very often. I kind of want to try to keep those anti-class ones now, though, but we're to the point where we really don't have much fodder to feed off at this point. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, no, I don't think we can afford to save any of these. We're going to have to feed them off just so that we can actually level this all the way up. And even then, we're still shy. Good Lord. The amount of artifacts we need nowadays. Granted, there's a lot of food right here, so that might have been the safer way to do it. Actually, yeah, we got a lot of purple artifacts right here. Let's get him going. Let's see if this will actually work. I don't know if it will. I'm hopeful that it will. We'll find out if it will. All right, so let's do this, because again, we just want a supercharged round 1 active if possible. And then let's change the artifact we have on our Aspen as well. Don't know what we're gonna run on him necessarily, because obviously we can't run Ranger. But yeah, this is a bonus 90% damage multiplier plus 2700 attack. That is huge. I mean, Melodic Strings is so good, but he doesn't need the extra energy. I guess it's still like the best thing to run on him, right? Unless we want to go with something like Antlers Cane, but I mean, really hard to beat 50% all damage dealt in the first round. Maybe we just stick with that. Let's see how this turns out. We're going to keep him across from the 1 Valkyrie down the bottom. See if we can weaken him up. The big thing is, can our Vulcan live to an active? There's probably going to be some RNG involved, and I highly doubt we're going to get very much progress in a round 2. We probably even need to run Burn Purify on all of these heroes. Man, I bet an Elena would help out so much on this account in so many scenarios. Didn't feel all that impressive, to be honest. That really did not. I mean, oh man, Aspen. Aspen is a tank. Let's try to switch this up. Go to Dot Purify. At least it gets rid of some of the dot. We don't need to do it on you because we're not running you. Purify, Dot Purify, Dot Purify. Let's see if that helps us out at all. We were really close the other day. I might have to go back to the VOD and see what we did previously, just to see if we can make it work. I'm hoping this Vulcan. I mean, it's really hard though, because 50% all damage dealt from the Melodic Strings versus a class artifact. It's like a toss-up on which one's better. Definitely have to keep Unbending Will on like everybody. That's without a doubt. Doesn't seem that impactful, to be honest, in comparison. Like, right? It doesn't feel super strong. Yeah, I know you can survive forever. Alright, let me go back to the drawing board. Be right back. So I do kind of feel like going for the energy feed type setup is probably not going to work great for us. We got to hope we can get Vulcan to like a round 2 active at this point. But I do think having a tankier team is going to be better, because then they're going to be able to share those debuffs a little bit more. Again, Aspen with a round 1 active feels like it's kind of mandatory still. Sadly, the 2 taunt targets are going to the Flame Strike. Somehow they have the highest attack, which is kind of crazy to think is a thing. Yeah, Vulcan doesn't even make it out of the first round, which is a little disappointing. It does mean he is going to need some energy fed to him no matter what for us to have a chance. Unless somehow Aspen can like just take over and do everything himself, which again, I highly doubt is possible. Maybe we need to run it on him instead. I don't know. I think what we have to do, like the only way that we can have a chance is literally running like a crown or a torch or something like that on you and go for like a round 2 active while also sticking with Aspen with a round 1 active. Vulcan took a hit and he didn't even proc Unbending Will. That's pretty impressive. Oh, I finally noticed that's the little swirl. See the little orange swirl around Vulcan? I guess that's the Wildfire Torch. Never actually seen the animation for this one because it's so rarely used. I don't know if he's gonna live though. He did finally proc Unbending. I think he gets there with the torch. Sadly, our Aspen goes down yet again though. Maybe we have to like reinvest in our Star Swordsman Mockman to make progress for some crazy round 1 damage or something. I mean, that's a really big active in round 2. The torch gets him there. Question is, can he keep going? And I don't know if that's the answer. Nah, the burn just becomes way too much. Yeah, if we had like an Elena or something like that, that would probably be so much better on this team. Sadly, though, we just don't have her built for tenants and stuff. One thing we can do is switch this up potentially, go to like Queen, because at least Queen's core will give us some additional healing. I mean, I think part of the RNG is we just need the Valkyries to, they hit 3 targets each. We need them to just basically not hit the Vulcan and not hit the Aspen. And I think that's literally the only way we could get this to work. Only we could use Drake in this situation. Drake would be amazing synergy with Aspen. Aspen's essentially an assassin. Vulcan and it's just way too much damage coming in. It's crazy how it is. I think we guys got to go like pure offensive. I literally think this is one of the toughest waves to face nowadays, just because so many waves can be beaten with Betty now. I mean, like, once we beat this one, I bet we would make a ton of progress too. Like, so much progress. It's gonna come down to like just simply to put to just RNG. That's literally what it is. We don't even really have any cores that'd be great to use. We don't have like a Star Alchemist Holmes Young throw in our lineup. Everybody instantly procs from the Valkyrie attack, which is the big problem here. Which is like almost Betty CCing them would be better. It kind of feels like it. Vulcan's dead again. Yep. This is so bad for the Vulcan and everything. I don't know, were we closer with the Demon Bell energy feed? I almost feel like we were. Just channeling all that damage into a couple of heroes. Well, we could try one thing. We really could. We could try again putting our Betty back in just to see how it would work out. It's probably gonna melt our faces though, is my assumption. Granted, they do all get CC'd, but again, every time we do land an additional CC, our team gets hurt more and more. Vulcan does survive round 1. Oh, wow. Betty actually still might be the solution here. I see potential with some RNG on where the burns actually land. Because, like, we're basically locking the entire enemy team from doing any abilities in the first round. So maybe we can go to energy feed at this point. It does mean we could change artifacts, I think. Okay, wait. This actually opens up doors. Using Betty, oddly enough, still seems like the solution here. But again, we're gonna need some bursts of energy to feed to our other heroes. I don't want to speed him up though. Betty needs to slow down. Because I want him to go before all the energy feed, I think. Not optimal setup for the stone and everything, but I feel like this is the better option here. We just need him to not get hit. Simple as that. We need every single Valkyrie hit to miss. He got hit by 1. He might survive to round 2. I don't know. It's gonna get sketchy. Listen, now we got the Demon Bell there. Like, that could work. That actually could work right there. Oh my gosh, that could really work. And he's fast enough. Oh wait, no. We actually want Aspen to go really quick now. Right? Actually, I guess the speed on all the other heroes don't matter then, right? We can put them back to tankier setups. It doesn't really matter. Like, we just want him to try to get fed energy for a round 2 active if he survives. That's the big if. But again, it's going to come down to RNG, because if the Valkyries hit the Vulcan and the Aspen, like, Vulcan and Aspen both get hit twice right there, that's really bad, and the Betty didn't get hit a single time. I think that spells disaster for our team here. Again, our whole point is to try to get Aspen in round 1 and 2 active off with the melodic strings. So if they could just not hit that, honestly, like I said, the CC might actually be better nowadays. Just depends on how much damage we receive the next round. I mean, that's a lot of damage he's putting out with that anti-ranger. Because, like, really, the flame strikes aren't doing any damage. It's just the Valkyrie. Oh, God, the Aspen died before anything happened. We put way too many CCs on them. But again, it's really just going to come... Oh, my gosh, he has so much power. Vulcan is so strong. This definitely has potential. Okay, this isn't horrible. I think we're okay. Oh no, he had a basic. We needed Aspen to get an active off right there so badly. Somehow we're still alive, yeah, until we do another round of CC. We really need our support heroes to just die off immediately. Like, seriously. We need them to not CC them too much. Alright, cool. No, Betty, no. Betty getting then the active off feels so bad. I almost feel like Betty needs to die immediately. Maybe we run Betty. No, we can't run Betty without unbending Will, because then she doesn't trigger her ability. Because she'll just instantly die. That was literally the most damage we could potentially take in the first round. The worst way for this to set up is if the third Valkyrie that gets to go hits the Betty, because not only are we then also taking the basic attacks from the other two Valkyries, we're then also taking a gigantic amount of damage from the CC. Okay, please. This I feel good with this right now. I feel kind of confident right now. Oh no, that was, oh my god, if he could have got one more attack off. She broke out of the CC. Man, I don't want to make this like a super long video here today, guys, but like, I'm feeling optimistic on how this is gonna go. I feel like we can get a victory here. I think I might just have to run my macro or something. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I mean, I know it's weird to be using a Betty. What the what? What just happened? What just happened right there? I have no clue. It's just gonna come down to RNG, I think. I think with the correct lineup of RNG, we can make this work. Okay, Betty, stop. Betty, stop. Betty is at the same time the solution and the problem to every one of our issues. So yeah, we're gonna just slow down. We're just gonna slow y'all down back to the base. Slow y'all down. Yep. Which means we can probably run you back to your stone. Oh, it's so close. Because I don't think a Demon Bell on Vulcan is going to work. I think he needs to get that round 2 active off, and there isn't going to be a better round 2 artifact than this orange artifact. Actually, this is really good. Betty being dead is almost perfect scenario. Sadly, though, Aspen did not get an active off, and then that just wiped our team out. My goodness. Oh, wait. Hyperspace Hunter Island still has a crown? I didn't realize that. Whoops. That might be part of our problem. That was a weird first round as well. Well, alright. One more change. I swear we'll get this eventually. Alright. We'll just do a couple more tries. If it works, it works. If not, I'm going to run my macro today and see if we can just brute force this wave. Because we might be able to brute force it. Honestly, it might be possible. Wow, we actually got a round 1 active off on him. I mean, if we can get a round 1 and a round 2 active off, I'd be cool with that. It's just, I don't see that, dude. I don't see him living to get to that point. I guess it really just depends on how many times he gets hit as well. So, yeah. I guess Vulcan, we have to run faster. Because that way, maybe you can get a round 1 and a round 2 active off. Actually going to round 3. This is surprising. Sadly, they're going to die though, right? Yeah. It was really close. So yeah, I guess we do have to go for a speed setup here. Just to make sure he outspeeds the energy feed. And although, does that make him faster than Betty? Because if he's faster than Betty, then that doesn't solve the problem. Okay, Betty is faster, so she is going to feed energy to our Vulcan. Wait, why didn't she feed energy there? That didn't look right. What is happening, guys? I am so confused. I'm so confused why the speed setups aren't working right now. Aspen going down real early is not a good sign for us. Granted, man, he almost 100% kills that Valkyrie. That's pretty impressive. That's actually really impressive. Let's watch his energy. 50, 60, 70-ish, 80. So the Demon Bell should go off. Why isn't he getting energy? I don't understand. How's he not getting a round 1 active from the Betty active? Oh, wait, do we not have Betty with a Demon Bell? Is that our problem? Am I not paying attention? I'm probably not paying attention. No, she's definitely got a Demon Bell. Why is he not generating the energy? Am I missing something here? He's at 50. That's at least 60. That's weird. I don't know how to explain it. But it definitely seems off. We kind of just need that Betty CC to stick like an extra round. I feel like that's the only solution to this. We're not going to get to another active, it doesn't seem like. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. I don't want to give up when we're this close. Yeah, I was like, Vulcan got hit with everything right there. He instantly losses on Bending Will and everything. So it's weird. Betty is the solution and kind of the problem to this as well. Okay, so he just got hit with something, so he's got quite a few layers left on the Vulcan. Every battle just is different. It's like every single one of these is happening differently. That's like a perfect hit right there, hitting those 3 targets. Oh, wow, wait. Oh, there it goes. I was like, wait a minute, how did we not? This is looking really good. Oh, no! Oh, you put a fear effect on her, I think. Oh, the fear killed. Oh my gosh, I wish there was a way to take fear away from Aspen right now. Usually one of his best attributes turned into one of his worst. Even a full shield from Natalia does nothing for the Vulcan. Alright, I think this is gonna be the last try. Feels really, really bad. But honestly, it kind of is what it is. I think I could brute force it though, so probably come tomorrow we will be past this stage. I really think that's going to be a possibility. It's just so much damage we can output with this. Okay, maybe one more. Just like one more. I mean, we could go with the strategy where we go for double melodic actives on the Vulcan, which that could even be even better. We try that? Okay, you know what? We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Of course, we're never done. There's always one more. So we want you to go like first, 2400. Yeah. So they should get their actives off, and then the rest of the 4 heroes should energy feed them. So they have a round 2 active. Not a very big hit in round 1 for Vulcan, to be honest. But it doesn't need to be. Oh, we died, though. Oh, we died. We died. Yeah, his round 1 active is always so pitiful. It's always so bad. And then, yeah, I don't see melodic working for him. I really don't. I think, honestly, the way that we're going to win this is with Azrael. Wait, there's a weapon called Azrael? I did not know that. Well, we'll keep giving it a try. Hopefully tomorrow I have an update for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know in the comments down below what I should try.